always clouds my mind. When I look behind, it's moving closer every time. I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. 'Cause darkness, my old friend, you get me in at the end. At the end. Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control? You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. Ah, I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. 'Cause darkness, my old friend, you get me in the end. On this journey we will find our souls begin to intertwine. Your heart of gold, so pure, divine, and I lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire. A heart of gold, forged to inspire. It's starfire. It's starfire, 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 it's starfire. this journey we will find our souls begin to intertwine. Your heart of gold, so pure, divine, and I lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire. A heart of gold, forged to inspire. It's starfire. It's starfire.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of yesterday. Fada, fada. I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up, climbing and climbing. I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else.
Oh, sneeze. Okay, yay. Alrighty, welcome everyone, whoever might be on, whoever might not be on, or coming on later, or just rewatching this, because this is always saved to my YouTube, even though I bet a lot of people don't care to watch it. It's just, content, right? You gotta create content, and that's how you do it. Today is gonna be a little bit different than normal. Let me switch to my dev view. All right, hello everyone. Yes, I'm up in the middle a little bit. We gotta do like this little cool sideways when I see this kind of stuff. So, yes, today's gonna be a little different. We are working on. So I'm gonna like kind of start easing into a little bit of what our stream is gonna look like starting next week and on, because I am going to be going back to, or I'm going to be taking, or my online classes and such will be starting next week, and I have a bunch of projects I have to do as well as my 2 classes I'm taking. So we'll be a little bit limited in the fact of what we're going to be doing. Today I was kind of going to work on some stuff, just because like that's going to better the stream, as well as do some other things. Actually, give me one second. I gotta go grab something from a thing. Ugh. Okay, give me one second. I'm coming back to my computer. I think I got everything I need. All right. So what we're gonna kind of working on is the fact that we're gonna try to make ourselves a soundboard. So this is kind of more of the stream end. We'll be doing a lot more of what I'm actually doing at school, and I'll be teaching a little bit of what I learn, a little bit / I'll just do what I learn. So we're gonna probably start by doing that kind of stuff. Today I want to try and turn a Raspberry Pi. You can see I have a Raspberry Pi here. So I want to turn one of these into a soundboard / what do you call it? A streamer deck. I think that's what people call it nowadays. Yeah, a streamer deck. So that's kind of what we're gonna work on today a little bit. This is a Raspberry Pi. What is it? It's a 2017, so it's Model B Plus. That's what this is. I have a Model B Plus here. I have a Raspberry Pi Model B, so not a B Plus, and I also have a Raspberry Pi 4 Model B. So I got a couple different Raspberry Pis here. This Raspberry Pi 4 is what I'm going to be using to build the robot. Actually, let me look at it really quick. Oh yeah. So this is the Raspberry Pi that I'm going to be using to build a robot that is going to lay down perler beads and things like that. Is my thing? Yeah, my thing's up and available. Okay, cool. So I'm not going to be using this today. What I want to do is I want to turn this Raspberry Pi 3B Plus into a streamer deck. I kind of titled this as, like, you know, electronics and stuff that I got over years. How I got all of these things was, I think I bought this one, I think I bought this B Plus myself like a while ago, kind of when I first got back from Japan. So I lived 2 years in Japan doing service and stuff like that. Coming back, I wanted to get more into like electronics and stuff, and I saw Raspberry Pis looked like really interesting things. So I bought this one thinking it was really cool, and I also bought this, I think this is a $20 screen or touch screen, and it sucks. It was awful. It didn't work well, so I tried to get a refund on it. They said you don't have to. I didn't have to send it back, so I'm like, okay, fine, I'll keep it then. And I'm kind of using it. It's really crap. Like, you guys can't see it just because it's a little further away from the camera, but you cannot. You can't read it. I can barely make out that it says Pi and it has a sign-in password kind of deal. But yeah, it's very indistinguishable, or whatever you want to call it. Indistinguishable. Ugh. Yeah, there we go. I'm just fixing my thing up a little bit. Yeah. So we're gonna see if we can turn this to a soundboard though, and I kind of thought that, like, you know, we can almost turn it into a soundboard because it's a touch screen. And because it's a touchscreen, we could like kind of click on it and everything, and that will be really solid. I just noticed this thing is it might be getting too much power. I don't know if I have the original Raspberry Pi power converter, or, you know, the power box, whatever they're called. So I kind of wonder if I can find one or not. It might be getting too much power and it might damage the Pi itself. but we'll live with that. I'm trying to guess the password. I've been trying to guess that a little bit this morning when I was pulling it out. I'm like, oh, okay, what's the password to this thing? Raspberry. It should be the default password, or maybe it just password is password. Did it log in? Yes, no, and no. All right, let's just try out password, because sometimes these things just like work and they don't work. Who knows? Maybe we'll just reset it. That'll be fine. We'll reset it. So how you can reset the Raspberry Pi? For one, you can turn it off. Oftentimes you can just unplug it to turn it off. We're gonna take out the little microchip that I have in it, or like the SD, or the, where is it called? One chip. I have a little dongle here. I forget which way you're supposed to put it into the dongle. Okay, I think it's this way. I have a cord that goes to my gaming PC, so we can we are streaming from. So we will plug this in. We're setting up our multi-card reader. Nice. Okay, now that it's plugged in, let's go to Raspberry Pi, or Pi. I think there's a website where we can download a just, rough copy of the operating system for it. So let's do software, Raspberry Pi OS. I don't know what the difference is between Raspberry Pi OS and Raspberry Pi Desktop. Interesting. So we have a recommended software. We might do the recommended software, even though actually let's do Pi Stream. I think this is the software I kind of wanted to try. This might be its own operating system. If it is, then oh whoops, no, not that. Turn Raspberry Pi into Stream Deck. Stream Pi. Yeah, that's what we want. Streampi.com. So I was looking at this software right here. This is kind of what I've been interested in a little bit.
Deck, don't get me wrong, but I do know that, not everyone looking for help on a Java effects project. I just did. Well, I'm here to tell you there is an alternative. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to launch StreamPi.
This is kind of what I've been
It
thinking.
was a bit of a dream project. I thought of UX design. Well, about.
All right, so it looks like what this is going to mainly be doing is it sets up a server. It sets up a way that you can open up and like create a digital interface and press buttons. So that's kind of what we want, basically, right? Let's check out their GitHub, and we're going to check that out and see if we want anything from it. We got the client, the server, utility. Okay, this is actually good to know. StreamPi. So we'll have to read through this a little bit to figure out how it works. Made in Java Effects. Both of us wanted to keep something in Java Effects because it seemed to have been forgotten by the community and given its way. The UI and a challenge to build for an Raspberry Pi, we decided to use it to learn more and build a great project. Thanks for, okay, it's cool. Yeah. So we got download. Okay, we have download client and download server. So download the client zip files from the repository. The above buttons takes you there. You can do so on the device. You'll be installing the client on Raspberry Pi device, or you can download it on your regular PC and then transfer the file via a remote connection via software like VNC. Okay, so we can basically just put this on the Raspberry Pi, and then once we do that, this is a very simple tutorial for something that's normally like really not complicated to most people. We install a server, so we're gonna have even more software running on our computer, more than we originally had. So that will be fun. Actually, give me one second. I'm gonna do a little bit of a thing. Oh, I got 1 second. I gotta mute myself. I got a call coming in.
Watching it end again and again. I feel it in waves, you follow me, drifting to places I should leave. So close to the edge of something so perfect. We were too scared to take the leap. I'm missing the way we used to be. Let me go. Let me in this mess I'm falling. Never know. Can't find a reason why. Can't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Can't get any closer.
All right, sorry about that. Anyone that has been watching, I just had a quick call about doing some home loan stuff. So we're just doing that stuff. All right, going back to where we were. Dev mode. All right. I don't know if anybody actually knows different things you can do with Windows, but I'm kind of like switching around doing some cool things. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our Raspberry Pi on. I just noticed our recovery is full, but that's fine. And I also just realized that this is a 64 gig flash or micro SD card. Is that? No, it's 16. That's weird. I just noticed that our thing is only 67 megabytes for our boot. That is not normal because there should be more. So we will see if we can set up this to be a little bit better because that should be 16, not 67. Okay. Let's really quick. Just trying to set up certain things. Want to get this to this desktop. I don't want that with us. There. Put these together. Okay. Let's download Raspberry Pi OS Lite. Yeah. Or no, I guess it doesn't matter too much. Except for this is like 2 gigs. Yeah, let's just do the OS Lite. Or no, we want it with desktop at least. Let's just get the desktop. We'll download that. Download that to our downloads folder. That'll take us a few minutes, so just hang with us for a little bit while we wait. Sorry if the background is a little distracting to anybody. I kind of just have it stuck in this one mode, so that kind of sucks there. I should turn up my brightness a little bit. There we go. I just noticed there's like little streaks across me because I have a window next to me. It's not really turning up enough, but that's fine. So we're gonna be downloading with a Raspberry Pi OS, and then from there we're gonna see if we can get the Pi client as well as we'll get it as a zip file. That might be easiest. And then we can also grab the download for the server. Download a new server from here. Entering some text, sorry about that. All right, so we got Windows. We want a Windows server. We'll download that as well. We're gonna have a lot of downloads popping in. All right. Well, while we wait for those downloads, let's just, read through and see what we got from this. Improvements, possible toggle able actions that may be converted to toggle actions, better and more efficient communication systems. Same action can now be supported. Multiple icons, blah, blah, blah. Looks like they just have a little thing that has a lot of problems with Mac OS, as well as it seems like the toggle action button doesn't work as well. But that's okay. So we'll have to learn how to do this a little bit. It looks like we got our StreamPi client and server downloaded. Let's install the server portion onto our computer. Non-trusted device, which makes sense because it's probably not licensed. Let's just install it on and just see how it runs. I want to try and see what kind of things we have from this. Alright. Might need to pull my desk towards me a little bit more. Alright. I feel like I just saw EA. I'm like, this is not EA games. But whatever. Alright. Finish. Let me open up this little micro SD card on this because we need to make sure this is the OS configuration of port Debian by Raspberry Pi full desktop version. I'd like to wipe this if I can. Format, default allocation size at 32. This thing should be bigger than that, but maybe not. So let's erase this. Format complete. Weird, it's only 65 megabytes. That sucks if our 16 gigs got like overwritten and we can't access the other 16 gigs of it anymore. All right, so we have a Raspberry Pi stream server now. Let's run it. I want to try it and see what this thing's all about. Please click next. So this is a nice solid JavaFX, which I've worked with before. So it's kind of funny just seeing like all the interesting things about it. It uses JSONs, Apache. So this is going to start a Apache server and uses JSONs to communicate. That's what it seems like it'll work, which is perfect. Let's nickname this to be Stream Omega Pi Stream. I think that's what we want to call it. Server port 6504. Okay. We will call it that. Let's allow access so we can get that server port through. All right. So it looks like we have some different options we can do here. OBS, set current scene, set preview scene, set volume. I have my camera's technically in front of my TV, so I have to like look through my ring light to be able to see things. But yeah. Toggle streams, set buffer delay. You even have like some Twitter and whatever stuff. We can do some run commands, Twitch chat. We can even raid and such. That'll be interesting to see how we can do stuff. No clients connected. I wonder how this is gonna work. All right. Oh, and it looks like our Raspberry Pi has finished installing. Let's exit out of these. Let's keep the Raspberry Pi website. Oh no, I already closed the website. That's fine. All right, we'll just exit out of all of it. Downloads. For some reason, my thing has been organized such that like my downloads is always at the bottom. So we need to load this onto our what do you call it? Raspberry Pi. I don't have any kind of loading iOS software, so we might have to look that up really quick. raspberrypi.org. Server, install Raspberry Pi, download for Windows. Might as well install this stuff since we're going to be working with Raspberry Pis over the next few months while I work on a project for school. Because we're going to do to the robot we're building. That was interesting. Okay, so we're going to install. All right, we're going to choose our OS. So I guess we didn't need to actually install the one thing, so that was probably a waste of a gig and a quarter. Let's just install the Raspberry Pi then. Choose our storage unit, which is our micro SD card, 16 gigs. We're gonna write to it. Existing data will be erased. Oh, whoops. Yes, we do want to. So let's rewrite this thing. And give it a second. So we have our body a little bit up higher, mainly because I have set up a little bit differently. because technically we have down here available. So yeah, it'll be fun to try to turn this thing into a stream deck, especially since we have like a whole touchscreen thing with it. So we can kind of just be like click on a button. I feel like we can have a solid 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 buttons depending across. So 5 by 3, so 15 buttons. I don't know if it lets us choose how many buttons. We'll see how that works. But if we can have like 15 buttons, that's solid. So we can just be like, oh, let's toggle the sound, or let's toggle like these different channels. Currently, how I have my OBS set up is I have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 different channels, so we can be able to use the 10 different channels to like do what we need, or maybe have like 5 channels for audio. So we can be able to set up, oh, we want desktop audio, or no, we want VR audio. Do we want our condenser mic audio on? So we can check those all on and off. So that means we can have like a whole bunch of different things at a different time. So I think that's what we're gonna see about trying to do. Looks like our thing is ready. Maybe it wasn't. Huh? Okay. This will take a little bit to write, I imagine. I just noticed that this Streamfly client is completely blank. Let's open with Notepad. Does this not save all the way? I might need to reinstall the Streamfly client. Seems like it's empty. Let's look this up really quick. Stream Pi. Let's go to download. Let's go to client. I wonder if I can just overwrite it. Yeah, let's replace it really quick and just check that one more time. It literally has a README. That's it. I wonder if it's... Oh, download new client from here. Oh, I see. Easy install, rather scroll down to Pi. Okay, so this is what we're gonna need to be doing for the Raspberry Pi if we want to install it on the Raspberry Pi. Right, so that's why it's an empty folder. It's kind of funny. Okay. I love it how like some things do that to you, or just the empty folder. We can delete that then. All right, let's just chill and sit around for a second. We also need to be stripping down some boards here a little bit. I don't know if anybody here knows how these things work, but we can make our own different wires and stuff. That's why I have all this stuff available. There's a whole roll of Ethernet. I don't know what happened to all of my ends though. So I need to figure out. I need to go find the ends. I'll see you guys in a bit. Hopefully this will finish rewriting. And then we can continue from there.
empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Don't stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over.
Oh, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find some of the things I need.
My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. I prayed for you and kept you near.
Ah, darn it.
You chased
There.
away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so. And now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves. Laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Alright, we're back. Did find the Raspberry Pi charger for the E1 thing though. Oh, you need to format. Which one's the H drive? I do not want to format the drive that we might already have. Alright, so I think we got a fresh install now. Let's eject this really quick. You'll just have to hard eject it just pulled out. Okay, and let's put this thing back in. I just noticed this has 2 different chargers, and I wonder if I'm supposed to put it in the top one or the bottom one. I can't remember quite as much. Maybe you're supposed to put it in the top one. Alright, so we got it working. Turning on. This is something I probably can't really show that easily, so we'll have to just resize root side. Okay, system. Let's see here. I love it. I'm gonna have like 3 keyboards at my desk right now. of not booting up. Oh, there we go. It's starting to boot up now. Okay, it's booted up. We good there? It's kind of all sorts of messed up though. I can't read a single thing because the resolution's awful. I don't have the instructions for this anymore. And we don't have the drives to get this thing installed. All right, let's. Touch. I think this is what, a 4-inch or so? Or not even a 4-inch, it's like a 3-inch. Alright, let's just follow this YouTube video really quick. Might as well not reinvent the wheel, right?
Function of LCD is the LCD Pi like this. To power up my Pi, I am using a power bank, but if I just plug your once the Pi is connected using my smartphone.
Okay, we might need to give it some Wi-Fi power. So let's see here.
All you have to do is just to scroll down a little
If I can even see the Wi-Fi on it.
bit and codes. Here are the codes. Let me add some zoom on it.
Oh, does he have a link in the description for? Alright, so this is installation code. There should be just a SHN if there is. Oh, don't tell me. Is this seriously just a lame website? Oh, it is. It seems like it. Ah, here we are. Connect the Raspberry Pi to a PC monitor. Also connect the 2.5-inch LCD to Pi. On the Pi, make sure it's connected to the internet via Wi-Fi or LAN. Open terminal on Raspbian desktop and type the following command. Alright, so let's open this. We're gonna have to trust that we spell everything 100% correctly to get this to work, else it might mess up. Alright, so sudo rm. I don't even know if I put a space there. Darn it. Sudo rm -rf lcd show, which I think it's already showing, so this command might not do anything. Get blown https://github.com/good tft/lcd show.git. We'll run that. I think either we got an error. Oh, we're not connected to Wi-Fi, that's why. Okay. Let me see if I can somehow manage to connect this through Wi-Fi. Oh gosh, this resolution's so awful. I can't see a thing. I need to get this like the better resolution. Oh man, this resolution's gosh darn awful. Here, oh, I think this might work. Let's do chmod -r 755 LCD show. Oh. It's kind of doing something, I don't know. Let's restart this. Command shift mod R 55 CB show. Ah, good, it doesn't work. Okay. That's fun. That's we're too far away from the thing. This is why I want to wire thingamajig up, but no idea where. Oh, actually, maybe I do. I think I just remember where it might be. Here, I'm gonna take this over to the router and we'll get that thing. Which might make it feel bigger cord? Oh, well. Did we just lose connection? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Are we reconnected? I think we got reconnected. Okay. Maybe, maybe not. No, we're reconnected. Good, 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 good. That was lucky. Lucky us. Now I've gotta see if I can stretch this cord all the way over where we need it. Okay. Trying to get in here is a pain. There we go. All right, we're connected on the Raspberry Pi to the internet, hopefully. I think we are. Okay, cool. Let's see how this works. Okay. All right, we're cloning into it. Connect to 755 LCD. DB LCD show slash. Okay. Sudo dot slash LCD 35 show. Hopefully this works and we don't have to reset the entire Pi. I'm hoping. Okay, it's resetting the Pi on its own. Luckily. I think is our YouTube end down. Here, I'm gonna just pause the music. I think we're off script now on our Pi, so worth a good check. Yeah, it's weird. I think we lost our YouTube end. That's okay. We can live without YouTube, right? All right, Raspberry Pi is still booting up. And my laundry is done. So while the Raspberry Pi boots up, let's just go and check our laundry. Doesn't look like it's coming up. Sadly. Well, this screen is not working for us. I wonder if this is the wrong software. So that kind of sucks because I have to reset the entire Pi. Well, that sucks. Here, I'm gonna quickly switch over to a different view because I gotta access my whatever thing, and we'll be back. Yeah, this is kind of a pain. None of this stuff is working for us right now. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to reset the Raspberry Pi. Sadly. Okay, well that's fine. I got the one screen up, so we can go back to it. So we got the Utronics one. I think that's what we have. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna unplug it really quick. We plug it into another one, actually, not the top one. See if that works. All right. It says Utronics. That's good. It's displaying at least something. That would be nice. There we go. Okay, it's starting to work, and it's actually a little bit better resolution. Question mark. I can't tell until it's actually on the other screens. Let me look here. Come on, it's not loading up. That one. It looks like it's frozen, kind of.
Welcome to today's video. This is going to be an unboxing and review of a Raspberry Pi screen, which seems to be compatible with three.
Kind of has like a couple different like settings almost.
Little features which I'll be getting into.
I'll let it keep running and see if it does anything.
Another screen needs to make sure that I've got HDMI. This it looks includes specific. I thought was impressive screen. Now you also get a little less, considering the price. Get a if you're not using this on, you're making it much more respect to terminal window.
So I don't have the installation guide for this thing, so this actually might have an installation guide.
So to get the touchscreen working, you are going to be required to do some configuration. Now, I personally
Actually, I wonder if this guy puts the installation. Yes, he does. Excellent. This is the actual real installation guide that we probably should have followed. Could probably get ourselves a better charging cable for this thing because this might overpower it or overload it in a way, which can be bad. I feel like I'm gonna spend my whole morning just looking for all of the stuff I need for this thing. What do you call it? Better charging cable. We don't overload it and such. Because right now I think it's overloaded. Well, I'm gonna set this to reinstall our software because I think we need to reset it. Kind of sucks. Yeah, let's do that. Raspberry Pi Imager, choose operating system, normal, choose storage. We're gonna do the 16 gigs. We're gonna write it. Yes, erase it. Let me go and quickly find or search all of my suitcases and everything for who knows the stuff we actually need. Ugh. And we are coming back. Oh, it's still verifying? Okay, it's just verifying. Found the proper charger. So we'll actually have a good charging. Okay, I'm actually curious. So we are in a state on our stream where we cannot connect to our YouTube end. Let's actually try going to OBS. Alright, should be finished. Well, I'll unplug it, put it in here, and plug it back up again. Maybe it'll work for us. We'll see. Without our whatever thing telling us it's not working. Why is our stream not working? No matter where we are going. I don't know why it's not working. I'm showing my stream key on that. I'll have to delete this one. There we go. I think we're back connected. So apparently we just have to refresh the stream. Then we're good from there. Oh, okay. And our Raspberry Pi is up and online. Resolution's awful, but hopefully we can get this to work. So let's look at the instructions here. Download, install driver. Rotation 180 if you want to roll back to installation, blah, blah, blah. Online. All right, so we're gonna have to do this all by hand. Resolution is darn awful. All right, git clone https github.com/c x underscore lcd 35 underscore hdmi underscore rpi dot git. All right, we're running that. Oh, darn it. Because it's not found. All right, let's try this again. Git clone https://github.com/u on it slash oh I think I see what I'm doing wrong. let's try this again. Git clone https github.com /ctronic uctronics underscore cd 35 underscore hdmi underscore rpi dot git. There we go. We got it. Let me refresh my YouTube because apparently it's having a blast. Excellent. All right, it is still installing. I think it's still. And it is now done installing. Yes. Now we got cd into uctronic underscore lcd 35 underscore rpi slash in. Okay, I think we're in. Said. Get the permission. What the flip is said? Definitely not the command, I don't think. E S / R number $sign / star s dot sh. I have no idea what that did. Chmod +x star sh. I have no idea what it's reading, but it's being like crap. Install the LCD. We provide a simple image, blah blah blah. Software. Different version. Add whatever. Restart like the worst.
Wouldn't you into the terminal window and call it a day? The reason for this is the first time that I ran through it, although I felt quite confident in what I was doing, I must have misplaced some of my issue and not done the installation.
So it should be working.
Because just like myself, when I went to go and use the screen for the first time, whatever I would do with the stylus, it would be doing the complete opposite. So if I touch on the right, it would be touching on the left.
Actually, does this guy show us it when it's booted up? No, he does not.
Would be worse, but it's actually okay. Obviously, it depends on what resolution you're using and the scaling of the button size, and it is that kind of trade-off with because the screen
Gosh
is so small.
darn, this resolution is so awful in this thing. Yeah, whatever this guy says, it's kind of like lame because the resolution's just plain awful. I'll let anybody know that if you're gonna get a Raspberry Pi with like a screen or something like that, get proper resolution. Like it's just the resolution just sucks on this thing. Kind of why I asked for refunds. The resolution is just so awful, and I don't think they actually had the resolution listed. Now they do, and it's like no one should ever get this thing because the resolution is just so awful. But yeah, all right. Gosh darn, can't see a thing. I wonder if we can like set resolution of raspberry Pi. That'd be a lot better if we just set the resolution really quick. All right, it wants us to do that, huh? Well, guess what? We don't have access to that too well. Oh, we don't even have touchscreen access right now. Okay, we can figure it out. How does this work? Okay. Oh. I can't see a thing. I didn't change anything. I'm trying to change the resolution of this little thing, but it's not working. Like set the lowest resolution possible. All right, let's see what this looks like with like the lowest of lowest resolutions. Maybe that'll be at least enough that we can see what we're clicking on. Because this resolution is just so awful. Oh, if not, that just made it worse. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Let's go in like my history and see if we can pull up that YouTube video. Because I think that YouTube video at least had the correct resolution for us.
Right, hi everyone. Welcome to
Let me see. What was the resolution he?
a lot of actually okay. Obviously, it depends on what resolution you're using and the scaling of the button size, and it is that kind of trade-off with because the screen is so small, you are really counting on the user interface to do a lot.
He set the resolution pretty high. What the flip?
Because it's so small.
That's
Actually scale
completely wrong. No way you can set the resolution that high. To display. Oops. Let's change that resolution to like. Okay. I think I set to a 4x3 of something, so hopefully that will fix at least resolution be a little bit. Think. I hope that middle button was reboot. See if that was a reboot button. Not.
manually did it. So
Okay. So the pixelage is 480 by 320 pixels. So that's the resolution we want to set it to. Okay, this is a lot more manageable. I can actually read it now. We're setting it to like awful resolutions. Raspberry Pi configuration. Set resolution. All right. I wonder if we can't even 480 by 320. Four 80 by 320. Up like best. Let's see what the best resolution would be. Six forty by 480. So let's try that then. What's CEA versus DME? DMT. What is the different modes? Consumer Electronic Association has displayed. Okay, let's do that one then. Reboot now. Let's see if that fixes it. Please fix it, please. I'm trying to get this thing to work so we can actually manageably use it. Okay. So far, so good. Excellent. Okay. We have it to a resolution that's manageable. That is good. That is what we want. Okay, now we can actually do instructions. Okay, ls. All right, let's cd into this. So cd into the mix. CD 35 HDMI underscore REI. No such file or directory. Oh. It's ls, right? I can't remember how to scroll through. Let's use tab. Tab's not working for me. That sucks. I just want to get into that thing. Okay, we're in there. Let's ls this. It's showing the Raspbian or Octoprint. Oh, there's an Octoprint thing on this. That's actually kind of cool. So let's try that. ls. Raspbian. All right, we're ls into Raspbian. What's does it want? E dash I dash E S this our number sign slash quote thing star dot sh. Why does it said? Makes no sense. Is it sudo? Sudo? No. I have no idea what it wants us to do. This is the weirdest command ever. Wonder if we need to like look this up online. Let's look up our coronium and go to Let's go to this website so we can copy and paste commands, because heck, why would we do this on our own? Heck no. Because this thing not working for us. So we're gonna copy that. Go over to this, paste it there. No such file. Thank you. Bean OSS. Mod X star S. I think it wants us to be like all of the stuff that's SH'd. I think that's what it wants us to do. Because, yeah, I think that's pretty sure what it wants us to do. But we do not have all of that. So, we're going to copy only part of the command. And then we're also going to grab what is this? Copy. And then paste it in here. What are you talking about? There's no such file. This thing is so stupid. This is file or directory. Stupid. I wonder if I can just somehow go into it or something. Just run them. Sudo. Okay, so this is installs. Okay, I'm just gonna actually run all this. Says no such file, no such file. Oh, are we not in the right file? We're not in the right file. Come on. There we go. Now we're in the correct file directory. Let's now follow these instructions. I'm hoping that will work. On the screen, it's like literally 3.5 inches. Really sucks. Now that worked. Okay. All right. Ran both of those. Install the driver. And 0. Let's install the driver, I guess. Okay. All right, it's going to reboot, and hopefully we'll have a touchscreen. And we can then move on to what we want to do, which is turn this into a stream deck. So we'll see how that works. Let it reboot. It's doing its thing. Okay, it is working. That's actually, it's completely reversed. That's fun. Want United States, American English, time zone, we don't care. Chicago, I think I am. I don't even know. Resolution's off. This is one thing I hate about these kind of things. I just set it all up and everything, but the resolution's off now. Or is it off, or is it just this screen's all... All right, let's check for updates. Update our software, even though we just finished putting a whole new version of Raspberry Pi on it. But you know, might as well give it all we have. Ugh. All right. What other settings do we have on here that we could do? If you don't, all right. If you want to install blah blah blah. Yeah, the driver is completely reversed. So I'm touching one corner and it's touching the complete opposite corner right now. That's definitely messed up. I wonder if we need to do the other mode. Um, Restore back our one menu thing. Yeah, let's install this driver as well. I think that's what's causing some problems. Right, let's install that driver and let's see if this works better or if it's just going to be reversed. Don't be reversed, please. Let's see a screen that is level quite what we want. Okay, well, I don't care about the virtual keyboard. Execute the following commands to install the software. Okay, word. I need to give it a reboot. It's not popping on how I want it to at least. I think it was in the middle of installing new software update, which that could be its main problem. So let's give it a minute. Let's maybe Google or let's go and like watch some videos on how this works, but kind of. So download it if it is OBS running when you install this, restart it, and if a network prompt comes up, click allow. Server, extract the contents of the zip file to a place easy to remember. Again, I recommend the desktop. You should have a new folder in that location, all the dependencies in a batch file. Install the blah blah blah, run server.bat and takes note of the API it gives you. Almost done. If you haven't completed the client setup, go ahead and do that now and go to that client settings and change the default API to the one listed server. Check the CMD for following errors. Excellent. Okay. Now let's go and actually check out the video. Um, Uh, let's check it on YouTube.
Hey, welcome back to Linux for everyone, and what is Stream?
Initially,
Piece that you need in the Windows, Linux, and Mac OS, although we haven't tested it on these platforms. Now, the server
Oh, this is
software
interesting.
installed on the machine where OBS is installed and designed to run cross-platform, and the transitions are detected and are controlled. FT installed the server on his integration with FT. Let's install the server. Super handy setup because it allows you to use the touchscreen of the phone to will take stream if you're soft. You're gonna that's
Oh, not only can you set this up on a Pi, you can set this up on a like an old phone or something.
The box to enable it. Pi dock down and allow Next, just find StreamPi in your application computer. In a little trick, if you have issues running the Java process, basic one. Let's launch a website. So we'll just click Launch, Try setting, and there you go. First, we'll select icon and add that.
Kind of interesting seeing how it works. Okay, so we can actually use a phone as well if we want to have a couple like decks or something like that.
So I love.
I will. That's the OBS integration, and now social media. So the only social media thing we have right now is Twitter. So it looks like Twitter has not been set up with StreamPi. Go to set.
Interesting. I actually wonder, can we set this up to have... Yeah, I see he has a black background. I kind of, like, I feel like if I knew what the Java was, I could easily just, change colors of things, but I don't know. Do, 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 do. Interesting. Darn it. Well, if we wanted to set up another device, though, I do have another phone we could use to do something. If we wanted to. Let me go grab that phone. Actually, we could use this phone. Turn my old phone, and I might have to go back to using. Play Store. Is there GamePi app? Actually, I'm kind of curious. Stream Deck on your smartphone. Go and just check this out. We can maybe try a few different options.
Hat on for this video. These tools of hardware, most of you will already have some stream. Let's go. Favorites that they've done. It has an ultra content
Ads.
to the probes that you can control Streamlabs OBS and XSplit. Changing scenes, muting microphones, or enabling and disabling sources based on when some apply effects, and it's not necessarily getting used to do with exactly when feedback. You could have like a push to mute button, see edge button, fan rated one scrollable page. Haptic feedback given $3.99 per month or $24.99 per year to have access to Elgato Stream Deck to tablet users to see, and you need one app that can do all of these different things with
Auto.
control. Once you've done that, you'll automatically. The biggest advantage of this app is you can go into the settings for if you're a
got
single
Streamlabs
user,
deck,
and
you
need
got
one app that
Touch
can do all of these
Portal.
different chat controls. An option in the settings that will always add a navigation button to each new page that you create, which will take you back to the main page. One thing that I like to do with navigation, especially if you're on a bigger device like a tablet, is reserving a whole row just for navigation where you can have buttons that link to various different pages. That way you're only ever really one click away from any
touchportal.com.
action that you need whilst you're live streaming. One negative that all apps will suffer from over a physical Stream Deck is it's hard to always know exactly when you've pressed the button. You don't get that tactile feedback that you do off a physical Stream Deck. Touch Portal have aimed to solve this issue with the option for
Custom
some
bit
haptic
size.
feedback,
That's
which
kind of nice.
basically vibrates the device when you have clicked a button. But this really doesn't implement too well, I don't think. It feels more like an aggressive vibration that you get when you get, say, a text message on your phone, rather than a simulated click. Touch Portal also has options outside of just having on and off states for certain buttons. So you can toggle things based on whether you are holding or releasing a button as well. So you could have like a push to mute button that if you need to cough or someone needs to come into your room, you can hold down a button on the Touch Portal app, which will keep your microphone muted. And as soon as you release it, it will then unmute your mic. You can, of course, customize all of the buttons on your Touch Portal app to look exactly as you want to, with custom colors and text, icons, even GIFs if you want to. And you can set 2 different button styles depending on if the button is on and off, so you can easily see at a glance the current state of your stream. The last couple of things that I want to mention on Touch Portal that came up in my testing is when you are using the app and creating
Let's try this
buttons
thing
on
out,
the
this Touch
desktop
Portal.
PC, you quite often need to click this
Pi
little
is being
refresh
weird.
button to update your device to reflect the layout and
Alright,
designs that you've just
thank you
created.
for the options. Try to get the stream Pi working, but I don't think we're gonna get it working. It was a good try though. Connection here, we need to download that desktop software website. Okay. Be interesting because I technically don't have I don't have all this stuff in the same network. So I wonder if that's going to actually mess it up or not. So we'll become a pro user of the Touch Portal. This pro upgrade will unlock many users. Does limited amount of pages up to 100 page. Animated give support. Customized pages, background more. Click on the Edge graphics. I don't care for that stuff too much. I'd rather have open source software. Open source is a lot better to use overall. Got a lot of space, or our computer's kind of starting to fill up a little bit. So, A B C D E F G H I J K L M P Q R S. Green Pi uninstall. We don't need you anymore. Okay, let's install Touch Portal. What's the market doing this morning? Doing That's oh, what's this? Restart a computer? Not my computer. Open it up anyways. We are English. We use OBS. Guess we're not connected. Always try to connect. That's where we use software packages. Below are some of the options we can better automate. Select your preference. When you create a new page, a button is automatically added with a go back to the main page action. Next, you are ready. Let's start. Okay, so that's good. This kind of gives us this whole setup. Manual. We have a little bit weird of IPs, so I wonder if we need to go to our IP stuff. 200. This will be fun because we gotta do I had to do a lot of port forwarding since I'm going over through like 3 routers at once. So let's go to whatever our local IPs might be. So this thing, it's 10.254.48.103. Computer, refreshing the page, connecting to computer. Are we not the network? Not on the same network. Well, I know you're not on the same network, but I'd like it if you could do a network check. IP address. Software. Here, maybe we'll give this device access to our new modem, even though I kind of don't want to. I can't even remember password. For a second. Guys don't. Okay, we're gonna go back to our dev mode now that we are back in setup. Let me move a bunch of stuff. God, all my mouse and keyboard for the Raspberry Pi. Use the Raspberry Pi. All right, so let's test some stuff, right? Okay, let's test how we can like possibly do this. Or actually, maybe we have to go over here. Pull our touch portal over here. Grids up to. Okay, yeah. Manage page. Let's see if we can like set this up to have like different things, like what and everything. Input, logic, OBS, set scene. Okay, we're not connected to OBS. All right. Well, I'm going to probably end that stream here. We're not getting much people in on stream, so we'll probably